Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sailor Nation Sports. Tonight, we are located on the corner of Seminole and Hendry. It's a softball and soccer complex here on the beautiful campus of Mona Shores High School. And tonight, Lucas, the young senior, Lucas, who's joining us tonight here?
We are joined by Mr. Dave Fouché. Touche Fouché.
Touche for the Fouché.
Yes. Glad to be here again, gentlemen. Thanks
Well,
for
it's an
inviting me.
honor always, David, to have you with us here. And Joseph, where's the Godfather? He's located in the northwest corner, isn't he?
There he is.
Yeah. Boy, I bet he's freezing his little tush off out there, bald-headed self.
Ooh, yeah, but you see his hands in his pockets, no
Yeah.
gloves, no nothing. So.
Now, he can't hear us, so can he?
Yes, he can.
Oh, he can hear us?
He has
Joe, can you wave to us here a little bit, buddy? There's Joe. There's the Godfather over there. So we're getting with the announcements right now. But as always, it's a pleasure and honor to have everybody with us this evening here on the corner of Seminole and Hendry. It's girls soccer, and it's been a while. It's been a little over a year. And David, fill us in a little bit. This is why you're here. We always got to bring the experts to make us sound good.
Yep. Not a problem. So tonight we have Mona Shores versus Grand Haven, like was mentioned. Mona Shores is coming on a hot streak. 6 straight wins.
Wow.
So they are 7-5 overall, 4-2 in the OK Green Conference, with 25 goals scored and 14 against. So they're coming up against Grand Haven, who is 5-5-1 overall, 4-1-1 in the OK Red Conference, with 12 goals scored and 19 goals against.
Okay.
Both teams are sitting at second place in their conference, so they each have a chance to take first. It might be difficult for both, and they might need a little bit of help, but there's the possibility. And I'm going to be honest, guys, realistically, with the end of the season coming and conference tournaments around the way, finishing second or third wouldn't be so bad as a consolation prize, because you're not facing that top seed until much later in the tournament.
Yeah, right, exactly. Great point right there, David.
So, I don't know. It should be a good game. We'll get a little bit more into some of the styles, but like I said, we've got Shores coming in hot. Played a great game last night against Caledonia. It was a 1-0 win, but I think it was probably the best Shores game that I've seen played in a while. They were connecting balls, connecting passes. It just looked like it was coming together.
Well, not only that, but, you look at the OK Red. They're all of the schools, except maybe Jenison, twice our size. I mean,
Yes.
Twice as many girls, twice as many athletes, twice as many of everything. So they're playing in a different league just because of enrollment-wise, So we face some tough competition right here, David. And you bring up a great point. Do you really want to be that top dog right away and face? Maybe not. Who knows? But I got to tell you something. You're looking at the. We're going to take a break for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose was bright and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the
temperature is 43 degrees, but it feels like 33 down there. Those girls are going to be freezing.
Well,
I'm freezing up here.
they're going to be running around.
Yes, they are. Well, they can't run around enough, I think.
Yeah, you can't run around enough.
No, it's shorts, short sleeve shirts.
Well, the one thing I can say about spring is that our field looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The grass is a little green.
Yeah,
like
right.
freshly
Okay,
cut,
yeah.
So,
Yeah, the trees are budding. It's the blue sky. It's
unfortunately,
45 degrees and it feels like 33. Yeah, Dave, you can spend it any way you want.
yeah,
You-
unfortunately, that's about the best I can say.
Yeah, well, that's
so.
the best what we could do right
So,
now.
hey, no problem. And, hey, as we're coming out, I just kind of want to talk about the teams a little bit.
Sure,
So,
go ahead, buddy.
We've got Mona Shores has a young team this year. Last year, I remember doing the calculations, and 90% of all the goals and assists were scored by seniors. So this year it was like, hey, where are the goals going to come from? And really looking at the team, on the total roster, I think we have 5 seniors.
There are. I was
Maybe-
just counting 5
maybe-
seniors.
Maybe 4 or 5 juniors. And the rest is made up of sophomores and freshmen. We have 2 freshmen.
2
And
freshmen,
both
correct.
making an impact. We have so I guess what I'm trying to say is like the overall record is 7-5 isn't really disappointing when you kind of look at the team and how young it is.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
Yeah,
we
well
have
said.
we have a strong JV team. It's got 5 sophomores and the balance freshmen. So it should upturn again in another year. So what I'm interested to see how we start here is yesterday Shores played really great against a Caledonia team. We usually play that 4-4-2 style. I'm saying it backwards. We always go from goalie first, so it should actually be a, I'm saying it right, duh. So it's like a 1-4-4-2. But like last night, we pushed up those outside mids to attack. So we had more bodies forward than back, and then settled in the second half to more of that defensive style. I'm kind of curious how we're going to start out here because Grand Haven is known to get the ball, hold it, like possess it for a while, and allow numbers to accumulate forward to attack. So what I worry about is if we take that too defensive approach and kind of sit back, right, and allow them to get the attack. Coach Darga is in my opinion very defensive minded, and would prefer to kind of play like that comparative to your shootout style.
Well, you know what we say, defense wins championships, buddy.
Oh, and I agree with that. And you do need to play defense. What I worry about, though, is like I said, the scoring of goals.
Right,
And,
yeah, exactly.
We've had 25 goals so far this season, but I'm going to be honest here, we scored 11 of them against Muskegon. Don't just get rid of those, right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Don't count those.
No,
and what that makes us is, kind of even.
Yeah,
for
so
goals scored, goals
David,
against.
I want to go back to your initial, our initial talk. So Grand Haven likes to go with a 1-4-4-2, whatever you said, to set things up. The purpose is what? To see what the opponents are doing in order to set up a play. Then I'm assuming.
Yeah. Great question. And I know, Nick, you have a football mindset.
Yeah.
Like you talk about plays. And I love it, right?
Right.
Soccer is an interesting game.
Oh yeah, there's no
And
question.
I've always heard my coaching mentor, Jeff Anhalt, would talk to me about how this sport was the most like life. There's no timeouts, unless you have an injury. You kind of have to figure it out as you go.
Oh yeah.
Your only time to set plays is if you have like a corner kick or a goal kick.
Sure.
So when you say kind of the play, but I understand what you mean by, hey, they want to see how we're going to set up. What are we going to do, right? Like
Right.
typically,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is, okay, so we set up this way. What are they doing? Now I'm going to set up a play in order to compensate for what we're seeing.
Absolutely. So in high school soccer, the one thing I've kind of learned is it almost takes me back to like when my kids first started playing soccer.
Sure.
And what I mean by that is I used to refer to it as bunch ball. Every kid on the field followed that
Yeah,
ball, right? And it was a
yeah.
big glob.
Yeah.
Well, what does that glob prevent? The ball just doesn't get out. So sometimes the more bodies you have, the harder it is to get that ball through.
Oh,
So-
agreed.
Right,
Agreed
so
with
like
you.
with
Yeah.
us running with 1 goalie and then 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 up high, in theory, they've got 8 people they have to account for and then a goalie. So,
Okay, right.
Grand Haven's going to try to figure out, okay, where are our holes, right? Like, it's all about where can you find the hole? Where can you find space? Like right now, if you're watching on the screen, the side towards us where she just kicked it to, wide open, right? Like she's looking for where's the green space, and of course, do I have a teammate in that area? So, it's always interesting. It usually takes 10, 15 minutes to kind of
figure things out and see what they're doing or trying to do.
100%,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Kind of feel
All
it
right.
out a little bit, etc.
Sure.
And usually in the first 10 minutes of a game, you can also tell like who their target players are. Like, I don't know for sure yet, but we've got this number 2 for Grand Haven. She's an attacker on our side. This is the third time they've tried to push the ball up to her on this side. So, to me, I would think
She's a go-to girl.
She is a go-to, right?
Right,
Okay, now
agreed
here
with
we go.
you.
Number 4,
Right.
seeing her on this side. And she's got pretty good footwork. Well, we did catch up to her. So, it's
Yeah,
always an
I can't
interesting
see
game.
what the grade level Grand Haven are.
Grand
But
Haven.
you're right. We're young. We're young.
We
you
are a
know?
young team, and honestly, going into the season, I mean, if you think about last year, like I said, 90% of your goals and assists by seniors, like, my God, where's it going to come from?
Well,
Right?
and one of the games we did was senior night, and it was
Yes.
girl after girl after
Yes,
girl, and
yes,
God
yes.
bless them. They were really fun to watch, Dave.
They were a good team.
Yeah.
Darga's been
And they should. You're seniors by that point. You know.
Yes. Well, and Coach Darga's been blessed with talent, and
yeah.
I mean, he's done quite well here as a coach. I can't.
How long has he
remember-
been coaching?
Oh my gosh.
Forever.
He was coach here before both of my girls were in high school, so we're talking at least 5 years, and I know it was
Your girls
before
played
that.
here.
My girls played up through their sophomore years, and then broke their dad's heart and stopped.
Yeah. Oh, I get that. Yeah.
But it is what it is. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so now we're kind of seeing, okay, we're going to settle down a little bit. Grand Haven looks like they're pushing up,
Yep.
and I've always been an aggressive. When I coached, and travel is different because you get to pick your team, right? Comparative to what you have. I've always believed in a very attacking style. It's just, I don't know. I would rather lose by trying to score goals than take a tie.
Oh, because your sister, the ties are no good.
Correct.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but and hey, so far, the ball's kind of been staying in between
Yeah.
the 18s, right?
Oh, yeah,
we haven't
right,
seen any
exactly.
good scoring chances.
No.
But so
You
10
know,
minutes,
you
about
go
7
back
minutes.
to the term tying.
Yep.
You're really not good enough to win, but you're not that bad to lose. So it's just
and I do
and
understand.
ties
yeah.
are horrible.
I do understand taking ties. And here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
One of the players that I said to watch today is number 17, Amelia Coffin, senior.
Yep.
And
Well,
we
there's
got
a shot.
Oh,
No.
hey, shot on goal
Shot
in, about,
it, right.
in about 7 minutes. So I kind of like how, or maybe we're setting the tone a little bit. But I brought up Amelia Coffin. She's a center back, and she was carrying that ball up. She has the skills to do it. And she's been a center point for the Shores defense for 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, and center back's probably one of the most important positions in soccer. You are right in front of the goalie, and you are directing your defense.
Mm-hmm.
So she's done a very good job with that throughout the years.
David,
Oh.
when you were coaching and your girls were playing for a while, certain physiques lend themselves to certain positions. For instance, what do you look for in picking out a goalie?
You know what? That's a great question. I was blessed with great goalies at every level I coached, but
Did you create them, or were they said, hey, you know what?
I wish I could say I created them. I was probably the worst goalie coach ever because they were on the field doing skills with everybody else.
You're right.
I'll be honest, what I looked for was somebody that had a little height.
Yeah, I would agree.
Could
Quickness,
jump,
obviously.
Yep, could jump.
Yeah.
And either played basketball or volleyball.
So they have that nice wingspan on them and
Oh, yeah.
Generally,
the good eye coordination.
Right.
Hand-eye
Great point,
coordination.
Lucas. Yeah.
absolutely. That's exactly what I looked for,
Yeah,
right? And and then I got lucky because the club did have a goalie coach that worked with the girls.
Oh,
specially.
really?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was very helpful. You know, because sometimes it's hard with a roster of 15 or 20. You're trying to,
Oh yeah.
you know, you're trying to keep them all busy. It's
Jeez.
hard to.
Yeah.
You know.
No, exactly. Dave, so how many coaches are coaching the girls right now? How many coaches do we have? Two, three?
Shores has Dylan Darga, your head coach, has
Yeah.
assistant coaches. Kylie, Josh Jordan. Josh Jordan's also the JV head coach.
Okay, right. Which makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Elizabeth, Megan Swanker, and then also Scott
Yeah.
White.
So these people, okay, so
I'm not-
Darga,
Yep.
specialty area is what for him?
Darga, he's head coach. So it's
Okay, so
all,
he
it's-
oversees
it's all-
everything?
Yep, it's all on him. He handles communication. He handles parents. He handles, you know, kids, any issues. He also sets this is how I want to play soccer. Right?
Okay.
This formation, you know, like, or, you know, hey, tonight we're playing Grand Haven. This is what they typically do.
Yeah.
We're going to play more defensive.
Yeah.
You know, or like last night, he must have, you know, been very instrumental in that conversation about we're going to push those outside mids up. So they're the outside mids would be on. Remember we talked about the 1-4-4. They'd be that second set of four, the two girls on the outside. By pushing them up, they're then joining the two girls already up high, and you've got four people on the attack. It does leave you susceptible because now you're now doing a 1-4-2-4. So unfortunately, it leaves holes in the middle of the field. But,
Shot here. Okay.
but last night, our midfielders, Hadley Kinney, Harper Robinson, Kendall Burgess, did a really great job of closing gaps and not allowing the ball to get through those holes.
I got you.
Yeah.
And then real quick going
Yeah.
for different players and all that, the two seniors on the field is number 13, Ella Charlin, and number 17, Amelia Coffin. And then for Amelia, she just recently joined the Century Club.
What is that?
So the Century Club, I believe, is assists and goals. So
Combined it's 100.
yes,
Yeah.
combined is
Wow, good for her.
That's
very elite
amazing.
club.
Yeah, yes it is.
And I have, you know, both of those girls I had listed as players to watch. You know, so far, Ella Charlin this year, 2 goals, 1 assist. You know, and Amelia, we just talked about her playing center back. She got a goal on a PK up against Traverse City and has an assist. So, and please, guys, remember my stats I pulled from online and from friends. So they might not be 100% perfect, but I think it paints the picture. Right?
Yeah.
Where do you get these stats from? I looked all over the place. I couldn't find anything.
I have friends that
You have
I
friends
have
and-
friends
you
that are
have
parents
friends.
that are friends of
They're
that are
friends.
parents. Well, they're parents
Yeah.
of players,
Right,
And
they're
I guess
going-
you're gonna allow me to give a special
Well,
shout out
that's
to
it.
Danielle
Yeah, of
Kinney,
course you are,
who's
right.
a good friend of mine. Her daughter Hadley's one of the sophomores that plays center back. She helped me get all the stats together.
And then last
No,
year,
good for you.
her sister Ella was on the team, or was that,
That
2
is
years
correct.
ago?
Nope.
There,
Her
last year.
sister Ella was a senior last year.
And David, this is why exactly you're here, because we know what you're going to bring to the table. Because if you don't bring this could be your last broadcast. Otherwise, somebody's going. Okay, so this is why Sailor Nation Sports. It's why we bring in the best in the business. And David Touche Fouché is the best in the business. He's got stats.
You know, part of it too, guys, is let's be honest. I do love the sport of soccer.
Good for you.
Never thought I would. Right? Like I'd never played it growing up, etc. I actually learned to coach soccer from a hockey guy. Right? Like somehow I learned it from a hockey guy.
Right.
But
Okay.
ended up kind of falling in love with it, and
Shot on goal there.
yep.
Oh,
And I like to hear my own voice, so it's kind of fun to broadcast.
yeah, of course you do. Who doesn't?
Another save by Amelia
Yeah,
Duff,
Yeah.
sophomore goalkeeper. So I'm going to just make something up here. What we saw there was sponsored by Duff Plumbing.
Oh,
Since that's her dad, he owns the business. So
Yep.
if you got, no leaks through the goal there. So if you got,
oh my
you got
God.
a leak
Got
called
the
Duff
ad.
Plumbing.
Oh,
Can you
look
believe
at
I
that.
just
Look
made that
at
up.
you, golly.
I know, it's
Thought
crazy.
woke up in the middle of the night jotting down notes in his little notebook right there.
Hey, Nick,
Earlier we were talking
No,
about AI,
no.
and
Yeah,
what was the
yeah.
point of that when you have Dave Fouché right here?
Nick, I've only got 5 pages of notes.
Yeah,
I don't know
right.
what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
exactly.
That's 5 more than we have.
Two
Yeah.
highlighted colors and the whole bit. But to bring it back to
And that's why you're in the press box for football, buddy, because you got stats and you know exactly what to do.
and to bring it back to Amelia,
Yeah.
6 shutouts in 12 games.
Wow.
Wow,
Now,
that's impressive.
please know no goalie gets shutouts without defensive help.
Right. She's not doing it by herself.
No, but that's That's pretty impressive.
No,
for a
agreed.
sophomore.
Agreed with you.
And once again, we're talking about the youth on the Shores team, right?
Right, yeah.
I think we're going to see such great teams over the next couple of years. Nothing against this team. Nothing against the team next year, right? But with small senior and junior classes, right? It is so great that all these sophomores and a couple freshmen stepped up.
Yeah.
How many, and I'm not sure how to spin this, how many seniors start?
2.
Only 2.
We have Ella Charlin, who plays a high attacker,
Right.
and Amelia Coffin at center back.
Yep. All right.
And then, I've been through some of the names, in the midfield, you usually see Harper Robinson. She's a junior.
Here comes a shot on goal. Oh, it goes just wide left.
Good.
Yeah.
But, and really,
Take a quick replay of that.
no problem. And please, guys, just, shut me down if you need to talk for a little bit.
No, that's why
Did
you're
we
here,
get it?
Dave, this is
Just
why
barely
you're
missed
here.
it.
You know the sport.
Yeah. And we're trying to do a replay, and what we're going to watch is from Ryan Rozicki
Yes.
at Anchor Insurance. He's a sponsor of the replays.
Yeah, so, oh my gosh, this is, wow. Have you been PR trained, or?
No, Ryan's my brother.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then Pete Duff's a friend.
Oh,
So,
yes, I remember
yeah.
last year's broadcast.
So,
We were talking about
yeah,
that.
so they get automatic,
Little shout-outs here
Yeah.
and there.
Let's see, Coach Phillips is down to our right. Congratulations to Coach. He got his 100th win this year as head basketball coach for the girls. Congratulations to Coach Phillips here watching his daughter.
Yep, and not just that, but Coach Phillips contributing 3 girls to the Mona Shores soccer program throughout the
Oh,
years.
look at him. Contributed 3, the trifecta. That a boy for Coach Phillips.
I believe it is Lauren who's currently on the team,
That
and
is
then
correct.
Katie and Allie have since
Yep.
graduated.
And
Wow.
so Lauren is an attacker. I don't believe she's out there right now. Trying to, lots of
10th
faces,
grader,
a lot
yeah.
of
And she's a
moving around.
10th grader as well. She's young.
is. She's part of-
young, yeah.
I'm going to be honest, this sophomore class that they have is exceptionally athletic.
Yes.
Are they
And
really?
They are.
Okay.
Lots of multiple sports. And, guys, I'm a nerd. I did the breakdowns by goals and assists by class and the whole bit. And for the overall season of the 25 goals, the sophomores have scored 8 of them.
Really?
Yes, and the juniors have scored 8.
You wonder why we have Fouché, Touché with us,
You
right?
do, you do. But once again, I was trying to build that we're young, right?
Right, yeah.
That narrative. And,
Yeah.
I've said it multiple times, and I think you guys are starting to believe me.
Oh, if we hear it enough, Dave, yeah. 23-30 counting down here in the first period.
Yeah, lots of pressure in our defensive zone right now. And this is kind of what I talked about a little bit. Are we going to sit back and play defense? Because, and I know if you're watching, you can't see what I see looking at the field, but their goalie is outside of the 18, and their final 2 defenders are right around midfield.
Right. Now, Dave, though, conversely, though, speaking, do we have is Grand Haven more athletically motivated or have better athletes on the field just because we're so young on the field?
I don't see that.
Because we've been on defense, on our end zone per se for over half of the first half.
We have. What I'm kind of seeing is there's shot on
Nice
goal.
save,
Stop
nice
by-
save,
saved
yeah.
by Amelia. What I see is Grand Haven really pushing up, right? Like I
Right.
said, their goalie's around the 18, their final 2 defenders at midfield, so that leaves 8 people up on the attack.
Right.
Right? And so
So how do you counteract what they're doing? How do
Well-
we counteract that with the youth that we have,
no,
Dave?
No, absolutely. So we've got that athletic class. As I've always believed, can you space it out a little bit, right?
Okay.
And maybe, like we talked about that 4-4-2, don't bring both outside mids up, but maybe bring one up, right?
Okay.
So then you're in more of a 4-3-3.
Right.
And what that does is it opens up the middle of the field, because I believe, Harper Robinson, Hadley Kinney, Kendall Burgess are usually, in that center, in that midfield area. Give them some space, right? Give them a little space to work. And all of them have the ability to connect passes, right? And watching the game last night, a friend of mine pointed out something really, that I kind of forgot about. But he had talked about in the defensive zone, you want to pass to your player's feet because you don't want to take chances. And then when you get into the attack, that's when you can use the through ball, right? Like you're putting the ball where your attack in front of your attacker, allowing them the opportunity to catch up to it, right? I mean, as an NFL guy, Tyreek Hill.
Right.
If you remember when he used to be on the Kansas City Chiefs, they'd put him in motion, so then he was already running. And then he would turn and run his route and just blow past everybody.
Right.
Because he was already a body in motion.
Correct.
So, and we have girls up front, the Lauren Phillips, the Sydney Coffin, a freshman, having a great season. You know, these girls are fast, they're athletic. But
Shot over.
yeah, so some
Yep,
and
over the net.
it feels counterintuitive to take out to move a midfielder up when you're kind of struggling on this defensive zone. But in theory, it should also open up the middle of the field for you to play through.
So you have your offensive people. Can you have everybody on the offense and just keep your goalie back? I mean, just have.
No, you.
Is
can.
that an illegal
No,
situation?
no. There's nothing illegal about it. You know, like I said earlier, I was always of the attacking variety.
Right. Yeah.
When one year when I coached and it was 11 players, I had a goalie, 2 center backs, and I sent everybody else on the attack.
Yeah.
That was my
Mindset.
That was our formation.
You're right.
Like,
Okay.
People thought we were crazy, but it was special. I had players that could do it, right? Like,
Right.
And I don't know that if I didn't have those players, there's no way I could have played that style of game. But conversely, you see when a team parks the bus, which is kind of what I feel like we're doing right now, all 11 players are in your defensive zone, right?
Right.
And it just clogs everything up,
Yep.
makes them go through more bodies. But, you know, Grand Haven, once again, they're pushing way up.
Well,
The only player on their side of the field is the goalie.
Right. That's
So-
exactly true, and that's what we've seen most of this first half right here. Is Grand Haven's on the O all the time. Rarely have they had to head, and we may have maybe 1 or 2 shots on goal.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they now I think have, and I'm just going from memory. At
Right.
least I've seen Amelia take 2 or 3, and there's probably 4.
Yeah,
Amelia
right.
does
Yeah,
for the
right.
goalie.
Yeah, they're getting a
And
lot of
where
shots
we've
on
had
goal.
one. So somehow, right? And once again, they're pushed up so far. You know, and they've kind of figured out that our goalie's kicking to about midfield too.
Yeah.
So you know,
What a save.
I'm going to ask Joe. I want to bring my youngest son, Alexander, that played soccer here. He's coaching youth league soccer, very much like you and his
yeah.
son, and he'll give us a different perspective.
here we go. We've got it. We've got a run
Yeah.
here. Number 22 is
Left,
Cassie.
left
I'm
shot.
not really good at saying her last name. Rout, I believe. Junior. And
Yeah, route.
I've watched Cassie the last couple of years. Like, you know, some people you kind of like, man, how do they get goals? This girl just like, I think it's sheer determination. Like
Yeah.
to get the ball and to beat them. You know, so
Well, she works hard at doing what she does. It sounds like,
yeah,
David.
and I mean, you know, is she the most technical player? No. But look here, she's like running, she's staying on side, trying to give an opportunity. This year, she's scratched out 3 goals for the team.
Yeah.
You know, and that's in a coming off the bench, you know, format. She's not one of the starters, and
I just don't know if I would be Lucas.
I think that ties her for leading
You
on
were a
the team.
football player. I was football and basketball. I don't know if I'd be disciplined. I think I'd want to use my hands all the time. I mean, you have to be really disciplined.
Well, yes, but also with football, you get kind of a 40 or second break in between plays.
No, right,
Here,
exactly.
I'm
right.
a little too heavy to keep you run up and
Yeah,
down
I'm
the field
a
the
little
whole
too
time.
slow.
Yeah,
No, you're not slow. You're a beach volleyball player.
Yeah, right.
I'd make one run and then be like, all right, coach.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm good.
I'm done. Can I play
Yeah,
goal?
yeah. Can we huddle up a minute? Can we do something different here? I need to catch a little air.
But so we did get a little run there,
Mm-hmm.
and we got it down towards the corner, and then we're trying to cross towards the middle, which is a very effective play. We, you know, the cross wasn't not being critical of anyone, wasn't quite deep enough to give us a good scoring
Right,
opportunity.
right.
And you know, guys, Grand Haven's playing really well.
Mm-hmm. No doubt
Yeah.
about it.
They're
Well, they're playing well. They've been more on an offensive attack. But I'll tell you what, God bless our girls, though. I'll tell you what, it's still a shutout.
well, and you know, the one thing about shore soccer is I don't know that I've ever seen a team quit.
Oh,
You know, like just slow down, quit, etc. So, but you know, Grand Haven's using the middle of the field kind of effectively here, right? And then, you know, they're running a defensive back, but they're pushing up their outside defenders. You know, I know you guys are looking at the goal, but what I see is in the middle of the field, they've got a triangle with the with 3 girls with the point forward, and then 2 outside defenders. Well, they're pushing those outside defenders up when they need additional attacking help.
And then I know we mentioned it earlier that the Sailors played last night against Caledonia.
Yeah.
Did we say what game it was? Because it was the Sailor Kings.
Oh,
There's a
what
goal.
just snuck in. You
By
know
the
what?
Sailors.
Doesn't matter how it goes in. It
it goes in, baby.
Let's
Right.
take a little replay on that. Ryan Rizicki replay.
Well, from Anchor Insurance. So what we saw this across there, it was picked up by,
Oh, so she got it on the rebound, basically.
well, she got the pass, it kind of rebounded into her and went into the
Can we
goal.
watch again, Lucas?
Yes.
Okay.
Again.
I'm trying to pick out her number if you guys can.
Me,
She's in the middle of that pile of girls somewhere.
Yeah.
And then she's leading it out. I think ends with a 15. Maybe it's Lauren Alexander.
If
Not
you can't, no
positive.
yeah,
worries.
no.
Yeah.
Yep, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
So Sailors up at the 15:38 mark here of the first period. Sailors up 1-0.
Crazy.
So finish up what you were saying.
No. Well, it just, you know, Grand Haven's using these attackers, right?
Right.
Or the outside defenders as additional bodies. And what usually happens is when your defense is kind of collapsed down, they're not looking for that additional second wave of attackers coming.
Okay.
So she kind of comes up.
Yeah.
And then we just got confirmation
So-
that the goal was scored by number 9, Paige Loomis.
Thank you.
Oh, nice
course.
job, Paige.
Paige is a sophomore.
Yeah.
And so far on the year, that's her 3rd goal to go along with 1 assist. So good for Paige. And crazy how quickly the game changes.
Yeah.
Right? We talked about the analogy of soccer is kind of like life. Dude, things change on a dime.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 90% of the action's been down at our end.
Yep.
Most of the shots been down at our end. Our goalie's done a great job. And then you get a little rebound, and you're up 1-0.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to be in that right spot.
Yeah.
Or
right.
maybe you know the right people. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, right spot, right time.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be right, huh?
Absolutely. So, and like I said, it appears that Grand Haven's going right back into the attack. And this is kind of a little bit what I expected, right? With us playing more of that defensive style and them trying to want to push the ball with multiple waves of attackers, kind of, they're holding, waiting for additional help. Well, that additional help's that outside defender kind of coming up. So I don't know how Coach Darga's going to kind of change the flow, right? Because it might not just be, it could be a few personnel changes, but I don't know for sure.
Well, whatever he's doing so far, we're up 1-0.
You know what?
13:55 remaining here in the first half.
At the end of the day, they don't really remember all the other stuff, do they? They just remember the win, the loss, or the tie.
Who scored the
So
goal?
we shall-
and who gave it,
absolutely.
yeah.
So we shall find out.
So yeah, just kind of it's a trend with all sports. There's always some type of box score watcher. Obviously, right now it's been I'd say the first 15 to 20 minutes we were kind of middle of the field, kind of playing back and forth, and then the past 10 we've been more on our end of the field, and then we got that one. Well, we had a trip that. Well, we had 2 trips beforehand that we went down to Grand Haven's
another
end.
Shot on goal.
another shot
David,
on goal.
question
And that
for
kept
a
going on.
goalie question, if I may.
Yeah.
Sometimes the goalies throw the ball in. Sometimes they kick it out of the air. Sometimes they lay it on the ground and kick it. Who decides what they're doing? The coach, the goalie, the situation.
The coach usually tells the goalie in what situations to do what.
Okay.
Right? And then it's up to the goalie. Because once again, there's no time, there's no timeouts, there's no set plays.
Right.
So in that situation, we had a goal kick,
Right.
meaning the other team kicked it out of bounds.
Correct.
Beyond the goal line, right? So in that situation, you get a goal kick, and your goalie can take it, or you can have a defender take it. In that last situation, we had the defender take it, which I agree with.
Okay.
Because if you pull the goalie out there to that corner, you're leaving the goal wide open, or
Correct.
you have to have a
Yes.
defender come in and
Right.
cover it, right? So, usually and it all depends on the different style of kicking. So,
Now, we have 3 officials. You have the one on the field all the time running around,
Oh.
and you have 2 on the side, 1 on each sideline. What is their rule for people that are watching?
So the guy in the middle is pretty much in charge of the whole game. And in
Okay.
this situation, he just called the penalty on us, setting up a free kick for
Okay.
Grand Haven. The 2 on the sides are assistants. They tell us which, when the ball goes out of bounds, who hit it out of bounds. Hang on, we're going to watch that real
Oh,
quick.
yeah,
They
header
got a
right
header.
there.
Well, you could see what they were trying to
Yeah,
do.
right.
They were trying to get that ball into a playable area in front of the goal,
And-
and they had a wealth of players in that area.
Right, and it looked like it was going to be a header, and hopefully that
Yeah.
goes in the right direction.
I'm going to be honest with you. Heading the ball is, I don't know. You might as well just scramble all your eggs while you're at it.
Well, that's why soccer is one of the highest sports in concussion.
Yeah.
Yes, you would think football
Yeah,
would be the leader,
yeah, no.
but it's not always. Oh, great shot on goal.
Oh, right over her head.
Just over Amelia Duff.
Just over.
So-
And got an inch taller, she
It,
stops it.
I look at that one, and that shot was taken from outside the 18 by
Number 18.
18, and that was just a good shot. Number 18.
We got a replay?
Yes.
You
we
know,
just
I'm going
Right.
to kill the names. Georgia Renicky for Grand Haven,
Works for me.
at least by the sheet that I have. That was and in a situation where our defenders were collapsed a little bit deeper, right? So she just found that open space.
Yeah,
Got
and
it-
just above her head, too.
got-
I mean,
and got a great
Yeah,
shot
don't
off.
worry.
Got a great shot off.
oh, yeah.
So, well, here we got
1
the
to
call.
1, 11 minutes counting down here in this first period.
So, in going back to your 2 side officials, basically they're in charge of calling out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yep.
Out of
Okay.
bounds, setting it up, who has what direction, and they're also in charge of calling offsides if
Oh, I
needed,
gotcha.
which is by heart the dumbest rule. Or, in my
Okay,
opinion.
explain what a whole.
Heck
I didn't
no.
know there was even offsides in soccer.
Offsides is
What? Your offensive people beat the ball across?
It's weird because like in hockey you think about it by lines, right?
Right.
You got your different
Right.
different lines.
Right.
If Shores is attacking, they cannot pass the ball to a player that is closer to the goal than the nearest defender. So it prevents what they call cherry picking, right?
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah.
you could
It's like the yeah.
Yeah, like in basketball, you can
Yeah,
leave
and
you can leave your tallest guy right by the net.
Well,
right? And just
well,
throw it down to him. Let
yeah,
him
right.
go up and
Exactly.
dunk
You're
every
cherry
time.
picking. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Versus calling it a fast break, you're cherry picking.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But it makes sense. It's just it's very subjective,
Yeah.
to the eye. And I do give soccer officials credit. They do a good job. It's surprising, guys. They take a lot of lip from coaches, probably parents, and even the players.
But what it sounds like, it's more of a judgment call than true black and white kind of call.
It's hard, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
no doubt.
And not just that, but it's happening during play. So it's kind of they have to really, really kind of know what's going on. And I would say that, offsides is probably one of the calls that I've argued the most throughout the years.
David, have we seen now the years that you've been with us, and you've been for a while?
Yeah.
Have we ever seen an offside? I mean,
we have. And I'll
we
try,
have?
Yeah, we
Okay.
have. And if we get one, I'll try to
explain to us
I'll try to
and
point it out.
everybody out that's what.
Right.
With
Okay,
that,
there we go.
Lucas, how many connections?
We are currently at 4 current connections and then a total of 20 connections.
20? All right.
Yes, sir.
That's all right.
Well, hey,
That's a Friday night. It's a Friday night, too.
Is it Friday? I totally lost track. What day?
No.
It is Friday. Prom is tomorrow.
Is it?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Where's it at?
Africano's place.
At where?
Africano's place.
Is it really? Oh,
Yes,
that's
sir.
a nice place.
Are you going?
Yes, sir, I am.
You brought it. You have a date?
Um,
Sorry to get
Destiny. No, you're good.
Sorry to get too personal. If I
No, you're good.
No. Lucas explained this
Yeah.
to us, okay? Lucas is treading a very fine line here about regarding dating.
Oh.
Yeah, he has a significant other.
Okay.
This significant
important.
other is somewhat of
Older.
an elder statesman, I think, putting it nicely.
Okay. Is she 35?
Yes. No.
Just turned 34. Yeah, she's not 35 yet. No,
Thank-
she's a little older, and does not surprise me. It's as intellectual as Lucas is.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart guy.
And Lucas is up for what's that called? Ride for Pride.
Yes, so
Oh,
for Ride with
congratulations.
Pride, next Friday, May 8th, we will have a little school-wide assembly where everyone who's earned a Pride Pass from being a good student by keeping good grade standings, you are entered to win either an e-bike or a car. Well,
Ooh.
I am over the age of 16 and I have my license, so
Oh.
I am a finalist for the car.
Nice.
Hey, nice job, buddy.
That's
really appreciate it.
That's a really amazing program. I mean, to
Yes.
think about.
Yeah, we have it up at Holton as well.
Yeah.
I think
I just-
most schools have it, which is it's a good incentive for students.
No, absolutely.
We're 7-11 counting down here in the first period. We're
So,
tied up,
yeah.
1-1.
So
Where were
my-
we, David?
No, I was watching that a little bit, and Harper Robinson is getting a little. I would say she's getting a couple cheap shots from the defender, at least how I see it. So then she gives a pushback, and you know how they always say that it's the retaliator that gets
Right,
caught?
right. It's not
What we're
the first
looking at
guy.
right now is the retaliator being caught, and now Grand Haven has a free kick
free
from there.
kick.
And once
Ooh.
again, great stop by the keeper. Once
Now-
again, if you have any leaks, call Duff Plumbing.
No
If-
one will
leaks
take a look
there.
at Ryan Rizicki as we take a look at the replay.
Stop.
Man, look at that vertical she
That was,
has on
that was
there.
a good stop. Sorry, Nick. We're talking circles around here. This has never happened before.
And I'm 17 years old, and you're talking about leaks. Stop it right now, okay?
Get the depends out.
Pull up my depends, for God's sake. You want to talk leaks here, buddy? Forgive me, everyone. So, the goalie...
Actually, everyone, thanks for allowing us to laugh and be
Yeah,
here this
right.
evening.
But remember,
We still,
I'm a
have
young...
we still have listeners.
I'm a young 7.
We
Yes.
gained one. We have 5 now.
Oh, yeah. Let's just pick on Deborah. So the goalie catches the ball.
Yes, the goalie catches the ball.
But she crosses that line into it.
Yep, she crosses.
Is it a goal?
As you get towards the goalie, there's multiple lines.
Right.
There is the one line right below the bar, basically.
Right.
The ball must, in soccer, the ball must always go completely over the line. So in that situation, let's say that she's a great keeper. She's making a backwards save. She catches the ball, but
And
lands,
steps over
lands
that
inside of the net. And if the ball is inside the net, that would be considered a goal.
Even if it's in her hands,
Yes.
it's still considered a goal.
ball
Okay.
is over.
Yeah, well, I need to know these things.
Well, and on that one, after we saw the great, you talked about the goalie and what they do each time.
Right.
You saw her then come out towards the 18 and do a kick. Right.
Right.
Like that's very because what she's trying to do, and I used to always try to get our goalies to do it as fast as possible, because everybody's bunched up by that goal line, right?
Correct.
So if she does it quickly out to the 18 and she gets to about mid-court, you're hoping to catch the other team. You're hoping to get the ball beyond the other team.
Correct.
So very good play there. I think that was by Kendall Burgess. to
Yeah,
get
we're
the ball.
4:40 counting down here in the open period. We're locked up 1-1.
And then, quick question for you, Coach
Yeah.
Fouché. So, you said you were kind of keeping a quick mental count. How many shots do you think Grand Haven has against the Sailor goal? You think we're up to 7 now?
I
Or?
do. I think
Okay.
we're in that 6 to 7 range. So they're definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I'd say all of that.
I would say quality shots on goal, not
Absolutely.
ones that go 50 feet wide.
No.
That
That are still technically shots on
Yep.
goal.
So
Right.
we've got an opportunity.
Well, we
here.
got a
We've
breakaway right here.
Well,
Oh.
And what happened there?
So what happened? Offsides?
She was offsides.
Who was
She was
which
number,
one?
Number 9.
Okay.
The ball was going to.
Right.
Was about 5 feet ahead of every defender. So by the ball going to her, and she's 5 feet ahead, she's called offsides. Now the turnover happens where she, where that ball was kicked, or where she was offsides is where now the ball is coming, and I'll go
What are
back.
your thoughts on that, on the offside?
It's okay. I didn't like it the first year, and the reason I probably, the first year I was coaching when it came to the offsides rule, I didn't really like it because it's hard to teach.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was really hard for me to get 9, 10, 11-year-olds to understand that
But you
concept
can't
of
do
offsides.
this in order for us to do that.
And
Right.
usually, who do you put up top? Your fastest girls.
Right.
So they have
Right.
that. They just turn on the jets and go.
Yeah.
And and it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, but you have to slow down, right? And you got to be here.
But, Coach, you always tell me to hustle.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
I get it right.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's tough. But I tell you what, though, there is a nice crowd over on the east side here at the complex, located on the corner of Lucas
of Henry and Seminole.
Henry and Seminole, exactly.
And you know how we were talking earlier too about Grand Haven pushing up their defense?
Mm-hmm.
That is another tactic. Like teams that play sometimes like Shores does when we go over the top to try to get that through ball.
Sure.
When you push up your defenders, and if you push. Now, look, if we were to get a ball, right? Like those defenders are halfway to midline. If we were to get a long ball, we're easily offsides, right? It's a tactic to draw you offsides.
Yep. Okay.
You try to push those defenders up and keep them as close as possible to their highest attacker.
And then what was it called that just happened? I saw one of the Sailor girls went down, and then
I'm assuming a penalty, which is
Okay.
why we got a free kick from that area. I didn't see it. I was trying to look at where the defenders were.
I'll tell you what, 2 minutes counting down here in the opening
We've
period.
getting.
Yeah. Hey, we got to give Joe Canuck and the Godfather a little love out there. Joseph, nice job on the corner cam right now, doing an excellent job. Kim and Codas, the eye in the skies out in California. We're doing some work in San Francisco.
the best of the West is out being the best in the West.
Yes, it is.
I gotta say, I gotta give some love and compassion to Joe because he has no gloves on right now.
I know it. No
No jacket,
glove,
no
no
nothing.
hat, no hair.
No.
I mean, gotta love Joe, but that chrome dome is shining nice. I thought it might be a full moon over there, but no, it's only a quarter moon with
Well, and then we got our photographer Eric Sturr down there. He always has a jacket on and a hat.
And a hat. Yep, he's a little bit cooler. But
Joe does not have that luxury.
No.
He's got cool headphones though.
But Joe's tough. Joe's, Joe knows what he's
his,
doing.
His line of work makes him strong.
Yes, it does.
And just another quick note, completely unrelated. Last night, Mona Shores did its cancer awareness evening,
Oh, wonderful.
where players were allowed to honor different players both at the JV and varsity level, and different things were done to collect money. Going through the stands. They
Throughout the
had-
school, they were selling bracelets.
Really?
Absolutely,
Oh, how
yes.
nice.
As a cancer survivor and
Yes.
current fighter, that night means a lot to people.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
And to know that, these donations are going directly to, I believe, the Van Andel Cancer Research Institute. I'm messing up the name completely, but the research facility that's done at Van Andel to try to
The Van Andel insert.
thank you
Yeah.
to try to find
Header?
cancer. We had a header.
Yeah.
We got it. We got it to the middle.
Yep.
Just
Shot on goal. Oh, wide to the
just
right.
high.
It's just
a
above
bit
there.
high.
Yep.
But it was a really nice evening. Done well. They do it every year, and it's always fantastic. And
Yeah,
well,
I lost my mother to a blood cancer. She fought it for 7 years, and unfortunately, it just turned into lymphoma. Her stomach was just full of tumors. And at age 85, my brother was a doctor at the Cleveland. And my brother's a retired doctor at the Cleveland Clinic.
amazing facility.
And oh my God, yeah, and it was just better. She wanted to die at home. We called the hospice, and it was. I was there, and it was just
You only-
So we have come to the end of the first half. We've got ones across. Sailor's got a goal. Grand Haven's got a goal. We're at the end of the first period. We're going to take
sir,
a
we
break,
are.
Lucas,
Yes, sir, we will.
and we're going to be back. Hey, Mr. Fuchsia, how long is halftime?
10 minutes.
10
10
minutes?
minutes.
We're going
I
to
had
give
to-
everyone a 10-minute break, but make
Yes, we
sure you
will.
come right back.
If you don't, we're counting numbers.
Yes, we are.
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe.
Hi, you're standing here with the president of Core Plaza in Muskegon. We believe that coffee is not just a drink, it's your fuel. That's why it is our job to deliver bold, strong, and high quality coffee. Because the grind never stops.
Trophy House is your #1 source for fan gear, corporate and team sales, trophies, awards, and more. Visit them in their new showroom, right next door from their old showroom on Henry Street. If it can be logoed, they're your resource. Your brand is their business.
Carmichael Heating and Air Conditioning is locally owned and operated to best serve you, our friends and neighbors. We are proud to support our local schools, local sports, and community events. We're a vibrant and growing company, financially strong and stable, and we're here to stay.
Like football, financial victories require a sound game plan and a commitment to your success.
For your success, put the Braver team on your sidelines.
Go Shores!
Blended Furniture Market is all about finding the blend of styles that fit your home. Run fast down the field and then pop over to Blended Furniture Market for us to help you create the place you want to relax after the big game. Have fun! Go Sailors!
At Shores, we value integrity, doing the right thing when no one's watching.
At Meddendorf Real Estate, we do the right thing because it's the right thing.
Shores football values accountability, doing the right thing for your teammates every play.
At Meddendorf Real Estate, we do what our clients expect us to do every time.
When I played football at Shores, one thing we were was hard working.
At Meddendorf Real Estate, we're go-getters. We believe in long hours and hard work.
Moving is always a battle. Well, it's Green Door Movers to the rescue. We're the Movengers. We can fight the moving battle for you in a green, environmentally friendly way. Our green vested heroes have a 5-star Google rating. Give us a call today.
This season, Preferred Auto Dealerships are proud to sponsor Motorshorts football. We have 5 locations on the lakeshore to serve all your automotive needs. Visit us today. Have a great season and go Sailors. All roads lead to Preferred. Visit us at drivepreferred.com.
What makes a champion? Honesty, hard work, values, teamwork, and community, and the desire to be the best. That's why champions choose Baker Auto Group. Search Baker Auto Group for a location near you.
Lakeside Cafe.
Back here, and I tell you what, we had a lot of discussions going on. Touche Fouché was socializing as he always does. He just leaves us hanging here and he's just socializing. But we love him, and that's why we bring him. So, okay, my friend, you're the coach.
Yep.
It was halftime. What did you discuss with your young ladies at this time?
Well, let me look and see how they're set up in a formation. If you notice, they're set up with 3 defensive backs, 2 in the midfield, and right now 5 pushed high. We'll have to see if that holds. What that tells me is that maybe he's going to open up that middle of the field, try to push the ball through, and create more numbers high. So let's find out. Boom, we got the ball. And, well, we're trying to connect, right? I like the thought process. Typically, in years past, I've always known Darga on kickoffs just to try to send it deep in the corner and outrun everybody. So I like the fact that we're trying to connect, right? Let's connect the ball to feet. Let's give our players an opportunity.
You know, defensively, they got to be happy, Dave. It's 1-1. You know, they're kissing their sister right now, but they're not losing.
No, they're not losing. And we are set up kind of in a 4-back, but a little different. It's a 1-3-1. So
okay.
We're set up kind of where we've got that. The goalie's the 1 to 3, and then the additional 1 is what I've historically called a holding or defending mid. Right?
Okay.
She's considered kind of a midfielder, but she's playing defense, right? So her job is to, when the defense gets the ball, they want to try to clear it to her to start it through the middle of the field. We just saw it there. Boom. Ball to her, and she's trying to clear it to that next line. We all know that a kicked ball travels faster than a girl running with the ball.
Oh, yes. Without a question.
We just saw it there.
Well,
there. Guys, great play.
There's one right there.
And we'll see the replay a little bit. Grand Haven got a goal, but what we saw was the connection, right? And we saw a girl from Grand Haven making a run,
right.
To an open spot. The ball met her there.
And the goalie's leaning to the left, the ball comes to the right, and it takes a longer distance for her to get there. And yeah, I mean,
100%. Hey, but what I hope is that we don't take that as,
oh my God, it's the end of the world, and
it's the end of the world, and we have to go to our 4-back.
Right? Yeah, right.
We can't play in any other style. I mean,
you still have 38 minutes available, right. Tons of time, and you've been playing well.
Yes, I agree. So now, what I like here is we're watching the goalie, and she's kicking it to just about midline. So you notice we got 3 players in the area. Coach, I'm assuming, has talked to these girls about, hey, this is where the ball has been going. This is what they're doing. We're also asking, it looks like our outside mids. I see number 10 from Shores coming back to play.
Shot on goal.
Shot on goal.
Dave, is there somebody out there is there a player out there that calls the offense and to set up certain plays, or does that come from the coaching staff on the side? Or is that a non-entity in this game?
Really kind of a non-entity in the game because it all depends on ball flow.
Okay.
Kind of who's open. Right there, we passed back, and now we're passing up, and we're trying to get it further here, but we came up short. Oh, we should have a shot on goal.
You got a shot on goal? Okay.
Right, hey, we got a shot on goal. But what I saw there is, and basically what you saw was an inbound pass, right? And it really is the players, soccer players are really kind of smart. I'm not diminishing any other sport because they are the ones that gets the ball at their feet, right? And if I have a ball at my feet, I'm going to have to look at it. And here we got another chance.
Another shot on goal. Oh, and it goes up and over.
Sorry, I got to stop for a minute. What Grand Haven's doing is, since we got 3 in the back instead of 4, there's larger gaps between players.
Gotcha.
They're playing through balls between the defenders.
Okay.
So what the through ball is once again, we talked about the Tyreek Hill, right? Let's put the ball, let's something in motion, right? Your player's already in motion, so the ball is put ahead of them so that they can run onto it.
Gotcha.
An object in motion will stay in motion.
Well, is that biology? I'm just kidding. See, soccer players are much smarter than the coaches. But back to that point, what I mean is these girls get the ball to their feet, and then they have to pull their head up and say, okay, what do I do? Option 1, is there somebody by me where I can dribble? If there's not, I can dribble and take up space. Or is there a teammate that's open I can pass to?
Okay, well, one thing I noticed here, for the past 4 minutes, Okay, 4 minutes has elapsed in the second half. 95% of the action's on our end right now. We're not doing so. Grand Haven saw something in order to counteract.
Once again, Grand Haven is pushed high. And I know we're looking at a corner kick right now, so they're going to be pushed high, but we've got the goalie playing halfway between the
Right,
18
yeah,
and
I
the
just saw that.
all the rest of Grand Haven
is on the offense.
Is on that attacking side, right?
Right.
And we have
header.
No.
Foot. Oh, nice. Nicely
hey,
defensive.
You know what? Good job, defense. Good job, Amelia. And what I noticed too is we had the goalie on one side, then we had a defender on the other side of the net, helping if there was something on that back side. We are right now struggling to get that ball cleared through the middle of the field. And I'm not sure if that's a personnel thing or if Grand Haven's that strong. But what we're throwing in from here, you always try to catch them off guard. Oh, great play there. And right there's an example of why Amelia Coffin's the rock that she is.
Yeah.
Well, she cleans it. She cleans the middle.
Senior leader. And
yep, I believe she's one of the team captains. And here we've got an opportunity. So here now, we're trying to push the ball through the middle of the field, but I feel like we're like a step behind.
Oh, agreed.
Right? And I'm not sure if it's a team speed issue, if it's a pass issue, if it's a first touch, like, hey, you get a teammate, you get the ball to, that first touch is important to keep it by your feet. Half the time it feels like I shouldn't say I'm just making stuff up to like the ball goes 3-4 feet ahead of them or to a side, right?
Yeah.
So then you've got to course correct. So Grand Haven's setting up for another dangerous, corner kick. This, Nick, corner kicks is about one of the times you can run a set play. Your girls should know what to do. Ball should go into a certain area, right? Boom.
Oh, well,
off the top of the bar and.
Hey, okay. So on the rebound, it was a rebound goal, is what it was.
It was a rebound goal. I think the goalie had a chance at it, and then when she was down, obviously.
So take a look at it right here.
She had a block, and then it went up and over.
Yep, right.
So, guys, once again, brought to you by Ryan Rizicki and Anchor. But in my opinion, goalies only have one chance, right? Like in that situation, right? She makes a diving play. She puts the ball forward, right? And at that point in time, she's on her butt. So,
tough to make a spot.
Right, your defense needs to clean up. And I'm not pointing. I'm not blaming.
No.
Grand Haven made a great play.
It was a well-executed corner kick.
Yep. So now we're panicking a little bit.
We're down. We're down 3-1, 33-53 remaining here in the game.
Hey,
tons of time.
So a couple guys I used to coach with, and I never thought this way, and maybe they jinxed me. Scott Kinney, Tim Fry, this is to you guys. Always said the most dangerous lead in soccer was 2 goals, because you kind of let off a little bit.
Yeah.
And 2 goals.
Corner, you make it. Okay, the wheels might be falling off the wagon right now a little bit.
Grand Haven's in a run.
Yeah, Grand Haven's in a run. The girls are going to get a little frustrated right here.
Right, they're going to get a little frustrated. They
sure.
might start to get a little physical, but
take a look at this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And once again, just a girl into space, and that shot was out by the 18.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
Do you happen to know the dimensions of a goalie net?
I do not off the top of my head.
I'll look them up.
I know that it's somewhat tall. And somewhat wide.
Tall and wide.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe Kanukin. Tall and wide. Mm-hmm.
But, in here.
He's not wrong, though.
No. Here, you're down by 3, but you still got to play calm, right? Once you start pressing is kind of when you start making mistakes. And I think Grand Haven, they're picking the ball off on us, right? And capitalizing on any mistakes. So it sounds hard to do, but you've got to find your, number 14. She's been dangerous. And she's putting the ball into a playable spot and picked up. I mean, the pressure on us is pretty immense. So you can't panic yet.
No.
Right? You've got
you've
got to play your game. We came out in a more attacking style. It's just not coming through yet.
And I guess, if you were Daria, what would you say at halftime when we were 1-1?
When we were 1-1, I'd ask the girls if they want to play for the win or play for the tie.
Mm-hmm.
And that would determine the style.
And what do you think the girls would say?
I think girls want to win.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, right.
I don't know that I've ever met many competitive people that really want to play for the title, unless you realize that
it's in your best interest. Yeah,
you're way out of your league, right? But I think they wanted to go for the win, so we came out with a little bit more of an aggressive package. In my experience, if I was in that position, we came out more aggressive, I would make sure the girls all understood the advantages and disadvantages of pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages of the formation, right? If you're going to a 3-back, all of a sudden, and I believe that we have very athletic defenders, but you need to know the pros and the cons, right? From a standpoint of, hey, you're susceptible between your defenders. There's greater gaps.
Yep.
So we're getting a run here. Is that Lauren Phillips or is that Sydney Coffin?
Little shot, nicely stopped right there. The dimensions of a high school soccer goalie net. It is 8 feet high and 3 times as long.
24. Okay.
That's a large area for somebody to defend. You need to be athletic. Yep. Your goalie's got to be athletic without a question.
So we're getting another opportunity here. And guys, just slightly out of position there to be able to get the opportunity. But hey, all of a sudden we've got a little bit of a change, right? And if I'm gonna say this, and being a travel coach, I never had to deal with like freshmen, seniors, political. It was always you put your best lineup out there, right? Lauren Phillips and Sydney Coffin up front should be a duo that you lean on for years. It's a freshman and it's a sophomore. Both have amazing speed and some ability, right? So once again, what's Grand Haven doing? They're playing that outside gap, right? Yep, another try.
Nicely saved here.
Save.
We've knocked out 10 minutes here in the second half, 30 minutes remaining. Sailors down 4-1.
So, and that was another situation where with that 3-back, and I agree with what he's doing, we're susceptible between them and outside of them. If you play 3-back, typically you're asking your outside mids to come back and play defense. I didn't see any outside mids. Just
a little breakaway.
Take her out. Come on, take the other one out too. Oh, come on.
Nice breakaway though.
It was a good breakaway, and that was Sydney Coffin. I talked about her. If that girl's not playing up front, like what are we doing? She's a freshman. She's got 3 goals this year so far.
She's young too. Young freshman.
I don't think she cracked the starting lineup until maybe mid-season.
Okay.
So, 3 goals is team lead. So you've got 3 goals from Sydney Coffin, a freshman, 3 goals from Casey, a junior, and then we had the girl Paige, a sophomore, get her 3rd goal. Your leading goal scorers are freshmen and sophomores. Sorry.
David, are there tryouts for David? Are there tryouts for soccer? So, let's say hypothetically, you keep how many on the team?
Yeah, I don't remember how many. Okay. So there are tryouts, right? But I don't. Okay, this is where I don't really.
So there's 21 girls on the varsity.
Yep, and then you have 15, I think, on JV.
Yeah.
So there are tryouts, right? And the tryouts are more about placing on teams, and we only have the JV and the varsity, right?
Oh, so there's that's right. There's no freshmen.
So, for example, this year, we have 2 freshmen, Sydney Coffin and Bella DeBoer. Haven't been able to mention Bella yet, but great player. 1 goal, 1 assist so far this season. We're setting up for a corner, so we're going to stop and watch.
Yeah.
Let's try to get the ball into a playable position.
Is this like Bennett, like Beckham?
Yeah,
right
if we
here?
could, we'd be awesome.
Header right there. Oh.
But once again,
there's another header.
Yeah, but that ball was in a really good playable.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's just, hey, it's an interesting sport like that. And you've got all those bodies in that area, but back to the tryout things, it's more about what team they make. So
so
I'm not sure if some girls.
How many girls traditionally try out for soccer?
I would think that this is a typical number.
Well, this is a typical number that were kept. Who didn't make it? 5, 6, 10, 15 other girls that tried?
That, Nick, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I'm just curious.
No, it's a great question. I don't, unfortunately, I just don't know the answer.
And I just wonder if they do that, because back in the day when I was in high school, we didn't cut for football, but we cut for basketball. When I played basketball, you can only keep so many people, 12.
I am unsure if they cut or not.
I think for soccer, I believe it's 22.
Is it?
That number just is really sticking out to
okay.
me. If that was maybe the roster we had last year or what, but
I think that's like the max roster size you can take.
Yes.
But like here though, we look at it. And we counted up the number on varsity.
Only 21.
Yeah, 21, but then 15 on JV. Like right now, JV's got a couple girls that are injured. So if you got 11 on the field, you're not playing with very many subs.
No.
It's. I understand loading up the varsity, and it is the right thing to do, but. Sometimes, unfortunately, what happens is you get girls that
have the talent, but end up riding the bench.
Yeah, but aren't playing. And I think this year, maybe we have some sophomores that were brought up that could have had more playing time in JV. I don't have. That's just a gut
that's
feel.
an interesting concept there.
That's just a gut feel compared to everything else.
Yeah.
Well, and guys, soccer's tough. And as a travel coach, I didn't understand because I had tryouts and another opportunity. Guys, they are taking advantage.
Yeah,
so,
they are.
Take a look at this replay.
And that one came from the outside. So split defenders with that through ball, and then
tough angle too.
Very
really
tough
tough angle. I mean, that was about the last time she had would have had a shot.
Does anybody know who brings us the history replays?
It might be a man by the name of Ryan Rizicki of Anchor Insurance. I could be wrong.
Anchor Insurance, Ryan Rizicki, instant replay.
The famous Ryan Rizicki.
The famous. Is he a shorts grad too?
He is.
All you shorts people are pretty tight.
I'm a big city guy. But I believe...
We got to remember, it's King Big Red right here. So
Yeah, I respect it. So Ryan was a graduate, I believe, 2000 when they won the hockey state championship.
Very cool.
Was he a hockey player?
He was starting goalie for that state championship team.
Really?
Yes, he was.
Ryan Rizicki, thank you very much, my friend.
He got some award, too. Like, I don't know if it was Mr. Hockey.
Yeah, we got to get him on. We got to get some of these.
That would not be a bad one to get him for Stan Conrad or something.
Yeah, he would be a good one to get for the Stan Conrad as well.
Also was a all-state baseball player.
Oh.
So
Joseph, did you hear that? We got to get Ryan Rizicki on for the Stan Conrad. Joseph, the Godfather down there. Pull the trigger, Joe.
Yeah. So here we are, 25 minutes left, down 4. Hey, you never give up. But
no.
Grand Haven, guys, look at, shot.
Oh, shot after shot.
You guys know that song, right? Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah, shot after shot after shot.
But, somehow, we got to break that midfield. I think this is McKinley Yance bringing the ball up, another one of those talented sophomore groups. And
shot goes wide to the right.
Shot goes wide. But another one of, like I said, that talented sophomore group. So if you're watching the game, everybody might be getting a little frustrated. Let's go back to young team, right? Young team continuing to develop. We have an opportunity still to be second or third in conference, and right now the way it looks like it's unfolding as we control our own future, right? Byron Center's in first place. We play them one more time. We still have Reese Puffer coming up, which we've already beat. Oh.
Penalty?
Penalty. Yeah. She's calling a card. Nope. Let's see.
Okay, so now we get...
So Grand Haven's going to get a shot from that spot.
Okay.
So what he's calling is
he
believes it's a yellow card, which would be kind of like an intentional takedown in that position. So now she needs to come off the field. She's replaced by someone. You're not playing short. If it had been a red card, which is you're ejected, you're done.
Yep.
You're ejected for the game?
Yep. If it had been a red.
Right. I understand that.
You then play shorthanded the rest of the game.
Wow.
So
I believe our broadcast last year we had someone pop out.
Katie Phillips.
Really?
Yes.
Had a penalty,
okay.
and then maybe a word or two exchanged with the ref.
Yes, I remember that.
I think.
Well, some pleasantries may have been extended.
Guys, I'm not going to sit here and judge. I I think I've tallied 4 or 5 yellow cards and a couple reds.
No, you never know.
I have.
So now,
I have, believe it
now
or
the
not.
clock has stopped too because of the.
Yep, the clock has stopped because of the change. And
Okay.
now she's going to get a free kick from the spot of the foul, and you see him backing the girls off. There's a certain distance they need to be away from the ball. I can't remember what it is right now. That they need to be away from the ball. So
Really? Okay.
like right now, I'm looking at it, right?
Sure.
And do you go for the gap between the 4 girls and the 1? Just like that, right? Boom. Oh.
Oh, nicely saved, though. Well done.
Great punch out by goalie Amelia Duff. Once again, no leaks, Duff plumbing.
And then the Anchor Insurance replay.
Yeah.
Rosicki.
Well, Ryan Rosicki's getting a little love here today.
So we're setting him up for a corner, but let's be honest here, right? She had a great scoring chance. She put the ball in a very good spot up high. That was just a phenomenal play. Ball in, and it looks like it's headed the other way. So, when I saw that foul card, I don't know that it was deserving of a yellow. I think that it was an aggressive play. They just got a little tangled up.
Right.
But I think with where it happened at is why you kind of, pulled that card.
23:07 remaining here in the ball game.
And we're still getting a little frustrated, and Grand Haven is really just kind of, look, wide open girl, right? Like, what they're doing a really good job. Oh, we picked one off. They're doing a really good job, a little bit of a far touch, but sending the ball, and we're trying to get that through ball to our upper player. They're closing it down on us, and we keep trying to go up the middle, which in the midfield, I think we need to go up the middle, but as you get up to that attack, can we utilize the outside?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's like 20, 30 feet on the outsides. But I get it. The girls are trying to be aggressive.
Sure, of
They
course they
want,
are. Well, and now-
straightforward is the way to,
Well, and now they may, being down by 4, they may be overly aggressive, which is going to create another problem down the road. Hopefully it doesn't, but you got to understand they're young.
always a
They're high
chance for
school
that.
girls.
Yep, they're going to start getting gassed a little bit. And
Yeah.
number 14 is back in after the yellow card. She
That's
had to
Emily.
wait- Thank you, Emily. She is a junior. She had to wait for the next subbing opportunity to come back in.
So it's not like it's, say, for 2 minutes or so till the next rotation.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. So in that situation, we got a shot on goal, but and let's just kind of really watch this one. Okay, Grand Haven was trying to push the ball outside, right? They wanted to bring the ball up outside and then go towards the middle. So let's see what Shores can do. First, we need the ball. And like, we're playing a little frantic. And I'm watching these girls.
How can you tell, David?
They're just running place to place, kind of pointlessly.
Okay. Versus playing in their position, staying in their area.
Not even so much position, but you're playing defense, right?
Okay.
So the best thing to do is to take away a player.
Okay.
Or take away a passing lane.
Okay.
Instead, we're kind of going like, oh, she's got the ball. Boom, I'm there. Right? Like, and then maybe 2 players are there.
Sure.
And look, got a wide open person. So then she's back there. So that's what I mean by kind of the frantic, right? Like we're frantically going towards the ball or following the action and not really paying attention to the fact that 15, 20 feet away might be a wide open Grand Haven girl ready for a pass. Right?
Gotcha.
Like, can we mark her up, defender, or can we take away that pass lane somehow?
And then watching this doesn't really seem like trying to point fingers or anything,
No,
but
no.
it's a lot of the younger ones on the field right now. I'm sure with time they will be able more situationally aware of.
See, like right here, we had 2 going to the ball, wide open girl. So what are we going to do now? Okay, we're going to give her some space, which is fine, right? Now we got 1 going to the ball. But look at this. Grand Haven's got 4 girls basically in a diamond.
Yep.
Right?
Dave, and I don't mean to interrupt, what are the coaches saying as the game is percent? Do they do like other sports? They're coaching them up. Hey, you got to get, or
I would think he's coaching up the players that are on the bench that might be going in.
okay,
Hey,
versus yelling out to the
Well,
current players on the field.
Well, believe it or not, I was a pretty loud, boisterous coach back in my day.
What?
And
really,
I
Dan?
am one of those people that you can hear my voice from side to side.
Yeah.
I always pitied two people on the team. my own daughters and whoever playing on my side of the field.
Amen to that.
Right?
Amen to that.
But kind of getting back to that point, right? He should be directing girls like, here's an opportunity, girls, right? Like, boom, we're at a stoppage play, ball's getting inbounded, calm down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the defensive the defensive, cover a player, take away a pass lane, right? Like, it's not just chase. That once again, are we back at U6 where we're all playing punch ball? We got to remember that, okay, because we're very clogged right now, right? And when I look at this, everything's on that side of the field except two wide open Grand Haven girls over by us.
Right.
So if they could get a big cross position, they've got a couple wide open.
Right. Dave, we've been kind enough to have you with football this year, and you know how coaches exchange films with huddle and everything. Is that done here with
that's a great question.
volleyball? Soccer?
I wasn't even going to say anything.
No. Well, okay, with any sport, with hockey, volleyball, now,
Coach, I don't know.
Is huddle available for this kind of stuff?
I know that we have huddle, but I don't know if film is exchanged.
Okay.
It's a great question because
and why wouldn't you want to do that? And why aren't they doing it if they're not doing it? I understand that.
Right. Yeah. It's part of how it is now, right? And Nick, you're right.
In this day and age,
I was actually pleasantly surprised during football how we did get film from
different teams.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yeah. So once again, Grand Haven's using the width of the field, right? And since we're playing a little frantic, finding that open player. And guys, like I said, not being critical. I think this is a situation where I cannot fault the girls for effort, right? Like every single one of them out there, I believe, is doing everything that they can.
Humanly possible. Agree with you.
And sometimes when you're down like this, what happens is you try to do too much.
Right.
So you think you can you think you can.
You think you can do this, but you can't. You think you should do this. Oh, I should have done this. I should have, would have, could have.
You think you can sprint to the ball before she passes it.
Right.
But once again, Grand Haven is just doing a great job of using the width of the field to create space, finding the open player, and then into the attacking zone, using that through ball in between defenders or on the outside of. But hey, like I said, the future's bright. I'm not like this isn't doom and gloom.
No, not at all.
We still have a team that is.
We just won the past 6 straight, correct?
Yeah, I jinxed us. Remind me never to do that again as a Sailor broadcaster. But 7-5 overall, 4-2 in the OK Green, right? Like
and with 5 seniors, you're young.
We're very, very young.
You're extremely young.
We have a very athletic class coming up. I think there's some. It's been a couple hard hits to our midfielders there. Another shot, that was a shot on goal, and we cleared it out. And the game's getting a little physical down in this end. But yeah, and like I said, we're sitting in second place. We're behind Byron Center, who's 9-0-1 overall. Mm-hmm. Really good team, right?
Yes.
And we're ahead of Caledonia, who we beat last night, who was 4-5-3 overall. Right?
Yeah.
We're probably about where we should be, team-wise.
Correct.
And a second-place conference finish wouldn't be a bad thing.
Oh my goodness! I think it would be very good. To be honest with you, Dave.
Absolutely. In our upcoming games too. On the 5th we play home versus Byron Center. On the 7th we're home versus Reese Puffer, rivalry game. On the 9th we're home versus Berkeley. On the 12th we're away versus Jenison, and the 14th we're home versus Muskegon. We have 4 conference games.
Now,
3 of them are at home.
Yeah, and I think we're doing the 14th because it's senior night.
Okay.
And that's what Joe and I try to do is, last home game to celebrate seniors. We always try to do that.
Absolutely. So this team, tonight might not be doing that great, but.
Now, what's going on here?
I think we had
a penalty kick.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm trying to see. Yep.
Where's the ball?
Penalty kicks out here, kind of halfway, number 9.
Okay.
Sending the ball.
Oh, I gotcha. Header.
Another header and good save.
Very good save.
Oh, she almost clipped the goal.
Yeah, but there was a Grand Haven girl coming from the left side right there.
But she almost clipped our goal.
Yeah.
Now, I used to have a rule: nobody touched the goalie.
Yeah.
Every team needs a Rick Mahorn. Or a
How long
Bill
did you coach
Lambier.
for?
Yeah.
18 years.
Wow, good for you.
Thank you.
I was about to say, it reminds me of a lot of hockey clips when you touch the goalie there.
Don't touch our goalie.
No.
So, but kind of getting back to it, guys. I mean, we have, like I said, 5 games left. 4 of them are home. Right?
Yeah.
And
Winnable games?
yeah, very winnable. Byron Center is a tough opponent, but we control our own destiny.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know.
They're going to be good in every sport. They're a big school, too.
Yeah, it's playing at home. In a lot of sports recently, we've had some good rivalries with Byron Center Bulldogs. So,
Yeah. Well,
you know, the fans are going to be getting into it. And
Actually, you know, and last night, the Caledonia isn't really a rival yet. I mean, they're a conference team, so maybe they should be a rival. But number 5, man, just that footwork. She's definitely throwing it.
Oh, good. Got her out of there.
But, you know, it kind of, like I said, 4 out of the 5 are at home, right? Great way to finish strong. Last night's game against Caledonia was played exceptionally well. I thought coming into the game, Caledonia beat us earlier in the season. Oh, nice pickoff.
Oh, nice pickoff. We got some momentum going here.
The girl that picked it off was Casey. She's the one I talked about before, where I just said,
shot on goal?
Yep. Where that girl Casey, I think everything she gets is sheer determination and will. You know, and she just somehow gets it done. It was like Dennis Rodman before he went weird.
Yeah.
So, once again, Grand Haven on the attack. What do I count? 5 of them.
Five of them. Who's going to get to the ball? Oh, good.
Amelia Duff. No leak.
Now, David, when I'm looking at the goalie, the goal net, all right? So you got one box, one rectangle box close to it. Then you got a real big one, and then you got a half arch. Explain to everybody what those are.
Oh, come on, Nick. You're testing all my knowledge.
Because I don't have that knowledge, Dave, because I want to learn, too, as an educator.
Right. The first one's the goal box.
Okay.
Like the first square she's inside of.
Right.
Like, and
anybody's allowed in there?
Anybody's allowed in there. That is where you take your goal kicks from. So if they kick it out of bounds, which happened there, right? She's now got a goal kick. So that's where.
So she's got to kick it inside that box or on the line.
Correct.
Okay.
Now,
the next big rectangle.
Well, first there's a dash. That's where your penalty kicks are taken.
Okay, right. I see.
The next set is what you know. It's called the 18. It's basically 18 yards out.
Okay.
Really, I'm trying to think of it's just kind of a marker, I guess.
Okay.
And then the circle arc, I can't even remember why the circle arc is
okay,
there.
David.
There's a reason. Come
well,
on,
yeah, there's a reason for it. Dave, touche, fouche. We bring you on these broadcasts to make us sound good.
Right,
and when you say, I don't know, pick something, you know, I mean you got me, brother.
So what you're saying is, sometimes I make us lose credibility?
I'm not going to go with that terminology, but you may want to brush up on your soccer joke for next.
I think I need to. And after 18 years, one thing I am going to say, 18 years of coaching, I always had really good assistants.
That's right.
Well, Davros, I'd say we should practice what we preach then.
Right.
You guys are fine. So here we are. Like, okay, we're pushing the ball. Okay, I like this. We're trying, right? Like.
Oh yeah, we haven't given up. The girls haven't given up.
The girls are going to the ball.
Exactly.
And a shot.
And go.
Just not a clean shot, right?
No.
Like, and once again,
slow roller.
Did she feel a little pressured? A little, I'll go back to that. We're frantic, right? Like, we all know we're down 4. There's about 11 minutes left, but what I want to see is the girls finish strong.
Yeah.
Right?
Might have a breakaway.
Can we get one or two more goals in, and can we prevent them from scoring more?
Well, yeah, right. It's
I think it's a very real possibility, just because we're not looking like we're rolling over and becoming sluggish. We're still trying to have fight and drive.
We are not. And I see, when I look out at the field, I see the girls that I think are the difference makers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
right.
I'm not. There's also difference makers on the bench.
Yes, absolutely.
But when I look out there, I'd be like, okay, if I had to put a lineup out there, I think that. Yep, Coffin's out there. It's like I can go through and
Ella Charlin's out there.
Yeah, Coffin's out there. Charlin's out there. Lauren Phillips is out there. Coffin's out there. Like I go through and I'm like, all right, I see the people that I would want out there. I think Laura Alexander's out there. I see the ones that I would put out.
9:39 counting down. Sailors down by.
Because that's what I hope doesn't happen is
Sailors down by 4.
He empties the bench. Meaning.
Put all the subs in and.
Right. Yes, and just kind of ride it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind
well,
of.
Yeah.
There's a point to do that, but there's still 10 minutes left, right? Oh,
well, not only that, but you look at when did the last 4 goals out early in the second half, really within the first 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean,
10.
right.
Yep, here we go. We got an opportunity. Lauren, who I think is one of the fastest on the team, sends a through ball, and we just didn't get the right motion there from that attacking position. Usually, I used to always tell our attackers, right? Like, if they're running and want a through ball, they need to put a hand down to their side at an angle to say, I want it on this side, I want it on this side, right? Like,
yep. So they can communicate that way, David, is what you're saying? Nonverbal communication?
Yes.
Okay.
We used to, this sounds funny, but especially with an all-girls team, and I don't know if you guys know this, but girls talk quite a bit. At least mine do. And when you get them all on the practice field, we just got step, one step off, right?
Yeah.
But and please take that as a joke. I am not trying to sound sexist.
No, we're not.
Okay, but and especially when all these girls are friends, right? You get them all on the field. It would take me 10 minutes to get them wound down to start.
Mm-hmm. Really?
But we used to actually, I would tell the girls, okay, we're going to play 30 minutes scrimmage, no voices.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a voice, you're off on the sideline, which is the biggest punishment because all these girls want to play.
Yes, well, I thought you were going to say the clock would reset.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But also, too, was one extra sprint at the end.
Oh, okay.
But what that did is it got the girls kind of
being able to communicate without actually talking,
the ball here, right? Or defend, I need you to go over there, just get pointing.
Nonverbal communication too. Right, exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
It is key. Because what I always hear, and in the stand side, there was a couple parents last night that were like, talk, girls. Well, half of them probably haven't caught their breath. They can't say a single word, and they're sprinting down the field.
You're right, they're sprinting, and look at how wide and how long, as if they're going to hear you anyways.
Correct.
But gotcha.
Correct. So sometimes, that nonverbal is key. So we're setting up for a corner. Let's see if we can make it dangerous. That's really what it's about.
Nice job, Joe. Joe Kanukin.
And, okay.
Nice job, Joe.
We put the ball and up and, okay. Not the best quality shot of goal because it was right towards the goalie side. But we're getting shots off. We're getting bodies in front of the goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we get into this kind of stuff, the other thing I'd be doing as coach is pointing out the positives.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, right?
Yes.
It does not help to
beat a dead horse.
Yes, thank you. Right? Hey, girls, you did a really good job on that corner. We got the ball was in a play. The ball kick was in a playable position. We had a body there.
Because absolutely, don't overshadow what we did well, but also don't, like I said, don't beat a dead horse.
Nice
bring the good with the bad.
100%. And there we go. Boom. Okay. You know what? We cleared the ball.
Yep, nicely done. 5:56 remaining in the ball game. Sailors down by 4, 5-1.
And sometimes you need that big clearing kick just to allow you to reset on defense.
Mm-hmm.
So number 8, who's number 8?
Okay, this
Valerie Colburn, another one of the sophomores playing defense. I'm not very familiar with her play.
Touche. Question for you.
Fire.
How many goalies do you keep on a team? 2. I'm taking 2. I'm taking.
Yeah. Well, okay. I always had a goalie and then an emergency goalie.
Right. You got to have a backup. Right. I get it.
And I don't really. That emergency goalie really only went in. Never in a loss situation. In a loss situation, I'd actually pull the goalie. Oh,
because she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to feel like she received a loss.
Well, I would with Amelia right now. She's hanging around by the goal line, right? Get her up.
Yeah.
What's one more goal at this point?
Nothing.
Get her up. Yeah. Maybe she can contribute something with that ball getting halfway and getting it back into a playable spot.
With that, then said, do you pull a goalie ever like they do in hockey in the last minute or two? But it's got.
Yeah, not necessarily pull the goalie out of the game, but have the goalie engage.
Play up more.
Yeah,
Right,
to play
like,
up more to prevent the ball going way back in and wasting time.
Get him to half
Yep.
field. do
Yep.
something a
Oh,
little
agree with
different.
that one. That's a great idea.
I was
Yep.
probably a little too aggressive doing that.
Would you like to get back into coaching soccer?
You know, it's actually funny. I talked to a friend about that last night. And, you know, Joe, here I am sitting at 51. I don't know that I want to coach the. Yeah, I know I'm an old guy. I don't know that I would want to coach high school or collegiate level, but you know, I'll probably have grandkids in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
I'll start again in time.
Oh.
Yeah. I get to watch my grandson play
Right.
every Saturday and
I'll
Sunday.
start
yeah.
again. You know, and if there was an opportunity, you know, life is a little chaotic on my side, but
Sure.
you know, I would consider like being an assistant somewhere.
Well, this old boy's gonna coach football 4 more years.
4 more.
That'll put me up 50 years of football.
For those that don't know, I last year joined the football coaching staff
Yeah,
on
and-
JV. Nick's kind of been my mentor. He's
Yeah,
teaching me
we're
stuff.
going to keep working with you, brother.
Yeah,
We're going to keep working with you.
Well, Davros, the week of game day, the game week, do you wear your puffer jersey? You wear your
Oh yeah,
Barnless
oh yeah. Anytime we play
Goodness
Puffer,
gracious.
Muskegon, oh yeah. Good
She
friend of
was
mine who's
was
head
amped up
JV
for that
coach,
shot.
Ricky Holmes at Detroit Martin Luther King.
Nice.
First time we played, and then we started switching jerseys. I wear the heck yeah. I just have too much. Listen, I'm an assistant now. I'm not the head man, so I get to do all that and have fun stuff.
Yeah.
And blessed to be able to do that. And I'm glad that they're able to keep me on there and just get some wisdom and input.
So they're setting up for a goal kick, and I actually like right now. I feel that we're guarding players, right? Like nobody's really open.
And we're down to 3 minutes remaining in this game. Sailors down still by 4 goals. It's 5-1. The eye in the sky is down on the turf. He is a turf ward, Joseph Kanukin, the godfather of Salem Nation Sport, doing a wonderful job. Yeoman's work.
Oh, there we go. We're setting the ball up, and I think Sydney Coffin's got the run on it. Let's see if she can.
No.
And you know what? That wasn't such a bad thing.
No.
It allowed her to put the ball on her right foot. But take a shot. Come on. Want to see one more.
The girls haven't quit. There's no quitting these young ladies without a question, I'll tell you.
No, and not just that. I mean, once again, they're running the field, right? Like, I mean, it's.
And it's cold.
It's attack. I don't know that they're very cold.
No, they're not cold.
Good play by Hadley Kinney there to corral the ball and to send it long. Boom. Look at that. You know, just over their defenders, which is a style that you can play that's just an up and over. And
Is Jack Numador up here? Okay, Numador's not out here, but, you know, during the football season in the press box, we get fed pretty good. Duh. Anything up here? A crumb or something? Come on, Jack.
I brought a water.
Yeah, it's
Nick.
BYOB.
For those of you that are here, well, there's probably not many people here, but they have Jets Pizza at the concession stand at the soccer stadium.
We have 9 concurrent connections.
I think hey, you 9 people should come out here and get a slice of Jets Pizza from the concession stand. Everybody else, sells Little Caesars, and nothing against Little Caesars, but Jets is good.
Jets good.
Jets is good.
Jets is good. Okay.
So, Coach Fache, I'm going to jog your memory real quick.
Yep.
So,
shot.
Oh, and boom. You know what?
Oh, nice job. Nice defensive job by the ladies out there.
that memory. Getting the ball to Coffin.
So, we had
to Phillips?
Miss Amelia Duff as our current goalie. Last year, it was Abby Bukema, and then she played soccer when she was a little bit younger, and then came back her senior year.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And then before that, it was Jersey Vanderwall.
Yes.
So, and she was a goalie for 2 years, or?
I believe it was 2 years.
2 years, okay. So, I guess, how long do you try to typically have your goalie? Do you have her come up as a sophomore like you did with Amelia, or is it just kind of situational?
It is definitely situational. Actually, before Jersey Vanderwall was Ella Bukema, Abby's older sister. And Ella played it consistently for a few years.
And we are under a minute, 30 seconds remaining in this game.
I think if you have a high-quality goalie, you bring her up as soon as you can because it's a specialty position. And I believe that Megan Swanker on the coaching staff works with the goalies and does a really
I have to call. I'm going to call Steve up and see if that's his daughter, because Robbie now is a teacher, and I think Robbie played for us in football, and I think he's a teacher with Muskegon Public Schools now. I had heard.
7, 6, 5.
We're doing the countdown on the last couple seconds. Ball's kind of stagnant. Hey.
And that's a ball game.
That is.
Sailors, you know what? We're going to take a change of pace. Touche. Is this okay with you? We're going to let the senior here take us out of here tonight.
I think it's the right thing to do.
Okay.
We have a guy that's going to go to Michigan State. And tell us what you're doing next year before you sign us off.
So next year I will be attending Michigan State University, pursuing my degree in journalism and then minor in sports journalism, and then hopefully be part of Spartan Sports Report, Focal Point, Impact, kind of either TV, radio, sports, wherever I can find my footing in and have a good time with it.
Hey, sports are great.
Yes, sir, they are.
All right, Lucas, take us out of here.
Alrighty. So we got the Godfather kind of twiddling his arms right now, finishing up what he's got to do. Want to thank Mr. Dave Fouché, Touche Fouché, for being on, Mr. Nick Davros, and then for all of our fans in Sayo Nation Sports family, you have many options. Thank you for making Sayo Nation Sports Network one of them. Have a good night, everyone.